And now part 2 of me and my brother's review of Batman in our Batman movie bash.
Yeah, it's a motivation builder. It doesn't happen just in comic book movies, but it happens a lot in movies in general, where it turns out that this guy killed the person's wife a long time ago.
Right.
I mean, and it still happens. I mean, look at Spider-Man 3. Anyway, now
why isn't he doing anything?
well, it's just the way it goes. Now, I think we should talk about our own personal beefs. Our own
What's your beef? What's your beef?
Well, this is our own personal problems that we might have had with the movie. My first problem that I have, it starts right after we find out that, okay, I think the movie's epicness is on like this high throughout most of the film. But as soon as we find out Joker is Batman's family's real killer, it just starts hitting downhill for Batman's performance. Not like Joker's performance is top notch throughout the final act, but Batman just starts doing things that just aren't like you can understand his character and his motivations throughout the full amount of the film, but then it comes to a point where he just starts killing people. Now, I've noticed. I looked at this very carefully, and that doesn't happen till we find out that Joker is his parents' real killer.
Keep going.
And once we find out that Joker is his parents' real killer, he just starts. First, he drives the Batmobile straight up. Well, I think the movie just kind of starts going downhill after that.
Well, and I think that's such a cool scene because we don't know that he's not in the car, but it's just it's just a cool scene.
But I mean, like right after that, Vicky Vale comes into the Batcave. He drives in. He blows up an entire factory with tons of workers.
He does kill a lot of people.
And then he flies his jet, shoots a whole bunch of people, and he can't hit the Joker with a stinking targeting computer. I mean, like,
well,
boom, and there's other people dying left.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't. I think he wants to. He wants to talk to him,
Chris.
Because he wants to wound him.
If it's not seen, heard, or explained, it didn't happen.
But we see him shooting at him.
Yeah, trying to kill him.
At first, I thought, well, maybe he's just trying to scare him or shoot his shoulder or wound him. But and then the Joker.
Okay, that's hilarious. That's good.
That's hilarious.
See, here's the thing, Chris. I think that Joker's performance still maintains solid.
Bob, done.
I think Jack Nicholson's, and it's not like it's Michael Keaton's fault either. It's just the script all of a sudden lets him start killing people and having absolutely no problem with it.
Okay, I know. And let me explain something to just explain how the director, Tim Burton, was going from. Now, he wanted to respect Bob Kane, and he wanted to do Batman justice, the way he was supposed to be portrayed as the Dark Knight. The only problem is, he kind of got into his... And this is a director, I'm telling you, that Tim Burton knows how to make movies, but he kind of got into his head, well, I can make this character just like all the other characters if they were in a typical movie. Now, let's not picture Batman as Batman. Let's picture him as a cop. Now, let's say this was an action... Just bear with me, an action movie. And he were to drive a tank, a remote-control tank, into the factory and blow everyone up. Like, that would be no big deal, right?
Of course it wouldn't
because they're all killers anyways. And let's say he said to the villain, I'm going to kill you. And he went up, and he went up and he had him in his claws.
Here's the thing.
And he kills lots of people with his jet flyer. Or
Chris, this isn't a typical action movie. This is a character that's been around for I think it was around 20 years around, it was 50 years at the comics at that time. So he's had tons of history, and throughout all that, he didn't kill anyone. And
I know that. But this is a movie.
But see, it can't be...
They got better. They learned after that. They learned how to do it. But
Batman keeps on killing people, even in Batman Returns. But I'll talk about that later.
I know, but
I can almost buy that... After finding out that Joker is his parents' real killer, he almost can have no problem with killing people after that. The only real problem I have with that is why does the police allow him then to bring his... Like, they even give him the bat signal right after that, rewarding him for killing people.
Well, he stopped crime, didn't he? In his own little way.
It's a little far-fetched.
I don't think Bob Kane was upset at that. I'm telling you. I think he walked out of that theater congratulating Tim and the whole crew, and he was happy, okay, because he got to see his Batman come to life.
Well, yes, Chris, I'm not saying it's a bad movie overall because of that one scene. I'm just saying that the great epicness of the movie is really high throughout the first 2 acts, but it drops down a bit for me in the
I'm going to tell you honestly, I did not mind that the Joker died. Because out of all the people that he killed, and Kenneth knows, he knows the true Joker, but as a moviegoer, he knows the true Joker, and as a moviegoer, I did expect Joker to die at the end. I wasn't there saying, wait a minute, that's not in this comic, that never happens. And I just was glad that he fell down and died.
Okay,
honestly,
the Joker's death is epic. I love the part when he's on the ground and he's smiling, and then you hear that
yeah.
And then, it's just like a final gag as soon as
Let's
he
move
dies.
on. Okay.
What is your personal beef with this? Do you have any? What's your beef?
Well, one thing I did have was, I guess the fact that they have a couple scenes that are just kind of weird. For instance, let's see. So, anyways,
what scene?
What was the scene? Like, the whole beginning was fine and everything, but why does Joker have to kill his boss? I'm just kidding.
Chris, come on.
Stop the camera because I'm completely blank.
Fine.
Vicky Vale and Bruce Wayne.
That's your beef?
No, I don't know.
You don't know? You gotta think of something, man.
Okay, Vicky Vale's trying to find it. Okay, my personal beef is in the scene where I think it's Bob says, "Let go, or I'll do the commissioner." Does he say that?
Let go, or I'll do Gordon.
I'll do Gordon. And so Batman has to lower Jack Napier's character down and kind of go away. And the thing is this. He lets him go away and basically picks up a gun and shoots Eckhart. Now, I'm not saying Eckhart was a big important role, but Batman just lets him shoot someone, and then he was right there.
Yeah, that's true. He kind of let him just shoot Eckhart.
Think about the future.
Dirty cop. I'll just let him waste him. Then I'll take him out.
Anyways, that's my beef.
Favorite scenes?
Favorite scene? Well, I love the scene where a whole bunch of random scenes where the paper's flipping up, because that's just like the comics, right? That's just like you go from one thing to another, and it's really quick. And there's a scene where Joker, a guy is working in the factory, and Joker comes rushing in, and you see him in the background, and he says, "Can you ship all 1,000,000 of those?" And
yes, sir!
Ship all! We're gonna take down a whole new door!
Have you shipped 1,000,000 of those things? Yes, sir! Ship them all! We're gonna take them out a whole new door!
And that's exactly how I think the Joker is portrayed. Because in this comic, this part of the comic, Batman breaks into Joker's hideout, and he hides in this toy box. And then when he pops out, he realizes that he's in this rumpus room of a whole bunch of killer toys, and the Joker pops out of nowhere, out of this window. And he's always popping out of things, and he's right there, and he just comes out of nowhere.
Chris, I could scan that picture and put it on there.
Okay. I just think that's a great portrayal. Also, I wanted to say, what was I going to say? Oh! Now, how much time do I have?
Let's say it's 3 minutes.
Okay. So, I was a little kid, And my older brother Dustin used to buy these Disney Adventures magazines. They're kind of like updates on new films and lots of different things. And I decided I was going to borrow it and go up on my bed and do some reading. Well, it was past my bedtime, and I was flipping through the pages, flipping through, and then I open this page and shine my flashlight, and all I see is the biggest grin that takes up 2 pages of the Joker's smiley, white, pale face with his hat on and everything, and that's the one picture you see on the back of here of him grinning and just looking up, staring at the ceiling almost, and just having a loving time smiling. And I closed that, and I ran to my parents' room. I was freaked, and you would have been too.
Okay.
If you saw that picture.
Well, I think before we run out of time, let's make sure that we get our ratings done.
Wait, let me just say this.
Alright,
because I don't care how much time I'm going to get this in. Okay?
Go ahead.
And we're going to cut your thing out. Okay. So, here's the thing. I think that when I first saw Batman the movie, I had grown up seeing the animated TV show and everything. And it was pretty awesome. But I had a representation of Batman and the Joker. Now, to see those characters that were in the back of my mind come to life, and the Joker, like, change and go into the toxic thing and then come out laughing, and him grow into the Joker and then have the hat and come out of the shadows with the gun and everything. I mean, that was both scary for me, but both amazing. And to see Batman, put on his belt and have the symbol and, punch people and use his gadgets and everything, I thought that was the coolest thing. And got this little Batmobile sometime, I don't know how, but probably McDonald's. And I had a bigger one of this when the sequel came out, but I lost it.
Anyway, I just want to say quickly, my favorite scene would probably be the scene where he electrocutes someone to death with a hamburger. I just found that scene so weird, and I grew up to love it.
It's a little bit chilling too.
Yeah. It's going to be hot time in the whole town. And I didn't know whether to smile or be horrified at that scene. So I'm going. Anyway, in the end, Batman, I think, was an amazing thrill ride. I do still think it dipped down in the final act, but it still isn't a great thrill ride movie.
You watch it again and again and again and again.
So I would have to give Batman 8 out of 10 for me.
Okay, well, I would have to say hello to my little friend.
This thing's not shooting, is it? You're not really good at that, are you?
It's broken!
Come on, man. We worked hard on this. Okay! Can't get that thing to work.
I would have to give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah?
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
So remember, guys,
I'm Chris Filmmaker 123.
and I'm LazyDude99, and if I don't like it, it's not worth it.
Booyah.
Sure.
See you later.
Remember, whoa, sit down, we're not done. Join us next time where we review Batman Returns. Shut up, we're done.
Be sure to check more videos on my channel and Chris Filmmaker 123's, and be sure to join us on our next review where we review Batman Returns.